Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I wanted to share a journal that is currently in the shop. It is called the Linen Cabinet. I'm having so much fun working with these old linens and snippets of just grungy old fabric that I had put up. I love being able to come out here and work and play and just create things that make me happy and that I hope make you happy as well. This one is, again, covered in vintage linens. They are grungy. It is natural grunge, and they've all been washed. The first thing I do when I bring these home is put them in the washing machine. You can see my stamp on the back. There are 3 layers on the outside of the cover. And then on the inside, well, and there's a doily on the outside, sewn into place. You can see that there's an old table scarf under that, and there is a handmade flower stitched into place a little bit with the sewing machine and then with some heavy black thread. And once again, I've put some of the pretty beads on there that I found in the bottom of a tiny little pouch that I purchased. There's a tag on here with a rusty safety pin that says the Linen Cabinet. And then when you open it up, there's this old photograph in the front of a lady, and she actually is beside a picnic basket, and look at all the linens on the basket. That photograph is from 1950. I've pinned a little piece of fabric here. There's a piece of wrapping paper here that's really pretty. I love the roses. I thought you might be able to use that on some of the pages. And then again, it's just a mix of nice paper, different grungy papers. So the signatures were put in with the sewing machine. In this first signature, you're going to see some stitching where the needle actually ran out of thread, and then I had to go back in and do it again, and that's why there's some paper tape on the inside of here. I look at journals as just completely evolving pieces of work. I don't fret if something gets messed up, or if I get a page too wet and tear it. I don't worry about that. I go back and use masking tape or paper tape or just decoupage another layer onto it. This is some beautiful paper that I bought recently, and I thought it was pretty to mix this with the grunge. It kind of feels like Christmas to me. It kind of feels like Christmas at Grandma's house, you know, with a little bit of sparkly and a little bit of old. I would go spend the weekend with my grandmother, and we would go up to what we called the dime store, and it was probably similar to a Dollar General or a Family Dollar. I think it was actually a Family Dollar. And we would spend just a few dollars and get some fun little things and come home. It might be a pot holder, it might be a coffee cup, just something fun, and then a little inexpensive toy for my son or one of my 2 sons. When I used to go spend more time with her when they were really little, and she's not here any longer. I miss her so much. I can remember being really little though, and just loving to see, like, if she would show us what was in her jewelry box or in her handbag or linens or old things that she had put up. It was very fascinating. So this is a mix of papers. I've done, again, just a very small amount of stamping. There's some buttons in here. There's some rusty pages. There are 5 signatures, again, that are put in with the sewing machine. There's the pretty paper with the cherubs. There's some wallpaper and some more of the fancy paper. Each signature has about 5 sheets. So, and then there are 5 signatures. And you can see I put some paper tape on that page. You kind of see that through there. I didn't want to perforate this page and have it tear easily, since that looks like vellum. But again, do not be afraid to work in a journal. Don't, you know, the more things are loved, the more beautiful they become. And if old linens are not an example of that, I don't know what is. You know, washing them and repairing them and using them again and again. My grandmother loved to iron. And she ironed everything. In fact, I think she just about kept her shoulder thrown out all the time because she loved to iron, and she would press so hard with the iron. I miss all of that. I miss all of that about her. So there's a little stamp on that page. And then here's a pretty sheet of paper in the back. You might be able to use that. And a little scrap of fabric, and there's an old button on a rusty safety pin, and again my stamp on the back. So this one is ready to go. I hope that you like it. I do like it, and I love making these. I really appreciate your being here, and I will see you soon. I'll be back really soon. Bye for now.